wait for me inside.
Oh, you know what? We won't be having lunch.
Well then, what are we having?
You know, I've been over to your place several times in the last few weeks. And each time I was there, I went to bed alone.
Well, you could have texted me or called or, the 21st century is filled with media and
I'm sorry.
technology these days.
Wait, so you want me to call you so you can get into your own place? Where have you been?
I've been living a life. I don't have to be holed up in my house all day.
Where have you been? Seriously.
I've been with a friend, if you must know what you really know.
That is a beautiful lie.
I mean, you can believe it or not, that's what it is. And you know what? I'm really sick of what this relationship has come to. All it is sex and fighting. I kind of actually miss the person who used to challenge my intellect and actually write me into his visions. But you know what? I'm in too good of a mood for that. I am, however, hungry. So, I'm going to go have lunch.
Oh, okay then. Just be sure that whatever benefits you get from being one of Pastor Brandi'S whores is certainly worth your job.
You know what? You have insinuated that about me one too many times. Lest you forget, I'm the whore who took the piss-ass station and made it something. Lest you forget, I'm the one who cried with you and prayed with you when you were just a couple of moves away from sitting in a jail cell. Lest you forget, I'm the whore who put a sizable amount into WGSP. I think you really need to reconsider who the whore is in this relationship.
Well, I don't know if you remember this or not, but that agreement was mutual. You have no airtime. You have no stage presence. You have nothing without me. All right? Consider that.
And you have no relief without me. See you. I've been trying to avoid this. Avoid asking this again since we met that other night, but how did you really become whatever you are to Brighton?
Let's just say real truth.
As opposed to fake truth?
You do know there's a difference. All right, two things. One, Brighton is my brother. Different dads. We weren't raised together.
Two, a while back my dad died and I got into some things.
See, people don't know this, but our mom was a preaching force to be reckoned with, especially during that time. So Terrence did some of that spiritual speech reckoning, combined with a little financial blessing, and everything went away.
So you owe him.
I felt like I did for a long time. Then I started putting some things together, and I realized whatever he did had more to do with positioning him than to saving me.
So don't you ever want to tell those women that come into his world to just get the hell out?
Initially, I just blew it off. I figured as grown people playing a game with each other. A man invites you to dinner at a hotel suite. You know what's up.
But then I started realizing that there's a couple of standard stories he was using for a meeting there.
The hotel. Now, either his house was being painted, or he had company in town. And then crazy stuff started happening with these women.
Crazy? You mean like disappearing?
Sometimes.
But sometimes because he would pay them to disappear. Sometimes they just left because staying in Zion was too much for them to handle, especially once they started hearing about all of the other conquests. Then they realized that it wasn't as real for him. But what about you? What's your deal?
Well, I have a daughter. Only Ronnie and my friend Carrie know about her. Carrie's actually the one who's raising her. I had her at a very strange period in my life. I figured once I got it all together, then I would come and get her. But as time moves on, we realized that things were better the way they were. So I'm the mommy on the outside who knows her and loves her and whatever. And she's the mommy who raises her.
But what you gonna do about Brighton?
Nothing. I'm a blend into the congregation just like you advised me to. He's a good teacher though. I need that teaching in my life right about now.
But you went out with him again. That can be dangerous.
You know I only did it to reposition myself in my career. And I knew he had connections that could help me do it. On the same note, I'm kind of concerned that I would have to get into bed with him too often, and I'm really not down with that. Ryan, that trouble you said you got into, you ain't got no bodies lying around, do you?
Yeah. At least one. And where it's buried is what I can't figure out to save my life.